Okay, guys. Long pole. The long pole is not called long pole because of the long range. It has a long range, yes, but in the same manner, it must be also useful for short range or middle range, yeah? In fact, we have 6 distances with the long pole. Saying long pole, this is not really like a 2.5 meter or 3 meter pole. It's 180, 185. In our system, if the pole is up to the shoulder height, it's a staff, and higher than yourself, it's called long pole in Wugung, yeah, Wugung system. First of all, I introduce the 6 distances, and then we're gonna speak about why the need of these 6 distances, yeah. When we stand here, the first distance is the distance where the poles can touch each other, yeah, but without a step, I cannot reach his hand and he cannot reach my hand. But the stuff, we can work on the stuff. That is the first distance. Second distance is I come one little step closer, so I am able to already hit his hand and he's able to hit my hand, yeah? And from the outside, the fingers, right? So that is basically the second distance. Third distance from the hand, there is now not like in the sword fighting or in the stick fighting, the difference between like hand, elbow, shoulder. It's after hand, it's all what comes here is body, yeah? So the distance on the body. So these are the very first 3 distances. Stuff on stuff, yeah? Then my stuff can reach his hand, his stuff can reach my hand, and then let's say I cleared something and I'm sure here and I can hit his body and same, he can hit my body, yeah? Like this. Means he's close enough that my entire body is reachable for him. Yeah, this is distance number 3. And now it comes a little bit more complicated. Now we must stand this way. So come one step closer maybe. Now look. Third distance is hitting the body with this is called the head of the long pole. This is the foot of the long pole. This is the body of the long pole, okay? So the head of the long pole is distance number 3, and being able to hit with the opponent's body with the body of the long pole is the next distance basically, because it's a difference. Now I must make this move now. For example, I get a little bit pressure to this direction, so I can let it go and then hit the guy with the body of the pole. So it's not this where he with one good move could go out or in or out. I just mean like just go a little bit away, so and it's out already. But in this case, even he goes away, I'm still able to hit him. That's why it's called the body distance. Yeah, it's different than when I can hit him just when he's in fighting stance. Maybe I can hit him here, just one move, he's out. Yeah, you don't even need. I just want to demonstrate the distance. No gun now. It's just moving back. You see, and then come again, come here. So, but when I have the body on his body and he moves same back, I still have the hit. You understand? So that's why it's another distance. But then within this distance, the hooks are not in. So I can hit him with the body of the long pole, but the short hooks are not reaching him. That would be basically the 5th distance. Now look, distance, you just stand there. Distance 1, distance 2, distance 3, distance 4. Now look, still 4. Now distance 5. But this is still a distance between us. Basically, once we are chest on chest, almost, very close, this is the last distance, is the takedown and hooking distance, distance 6. Why is the need of these 6 distances? If we have a long pole and we are able to use it, for example, like a spear, of course we want the guy on the other side, stay on the other side, in front of our pole and not come close to us. But the whole thing, if a guy really wants to kill me, his work is coming close to me. Especially with shorter weapons, this guy will do everything with his step work to overcome this spearhead, for example, and come in. Maybe a demonstration with the long pole, how you come in close. Yeah, now look, everything is gone. It's just one hand change that he did. Slowly one time, that you can see what happened just now. Now look, make it wrong and walk just in without a hand change. Just walk in, look, look. You see, even though he wants to stab me, I can make this and hit him. Now make it right. Make it right. Now look, I can't hit him. You understand? Because at the right moment, very slow motion, look, he stabs in, so I must take this away. So means, 1 second please, again back. Just first thrusting, I need to protect myself. See it from here, see it from stand there. Now look, he thrusts. If I don't do anything, he's gonna thrust in. So he knows that I need to protect myself. That is what he uses, only the hand change please. So, and now when he does with the back leg, a big step in, it's already done. Because he's shielded, so I can't hit his head, yeah? And now for me, now stay like this and turn with me the perspective. Now look, for me to be able to stab him, thrust him with the spear, it's too long. Don't do anything. I would need to do this, look, to be able to do this. But while I'm doing this, he's already another step into me. Look, look, look. Go back. So, because, just stand there, don't do anything. Of course, he will not wait for that. Yeah? When I do this, he has sensitivity. He will walk in, and then I have the hook or the other hit, and he's already out. Yeah? So, that is one example of an protected walk through the distances and then walk out through the distances. So, people using the long pole, if you think I have a long pole, I need to keep this guy in distance, this is like a boxer just using one hand and want to keep the guy only with the jab out. The moment when the guy dives through and comes with the hooks, the boxer doesn't do anything anymore because he only knows the distance, the long range, you understand? Or a guy, a fighter who only knows to kick but don't knows how to box, yeah? And the wrestler comes in and takes him down, so he's out of his distance. So here with this pole fighting, he comes near to me, I must be able, you come close with the range, go, do something. Now look, I have here pressure and I need to be able to sense his moves. For example, he wants to let me out here, he wants to hit me here. Look, I need to be able to sense everything and go with that. Now, go one step back. Now, in this case, for example, what he doesn't want, while he's walking in, what he doesn't want is to be open here. That's the why. Because, without a hand change, because once he's open on this side, and I have my stuff here, I have open way. That's the why. Go back again. He uses the spear, very basic spear hand change. Go, whoop, and then he's already in. Or he shields this thing up. Go, one, look, look, look. You understand? And always the guy who walks towards you with force will be faster than you walking back. So again, slowly, look, he comes in, I open this up, I want to hit. Of course, now for the demonstration, he stands there, but in the system teaches us not to stand still. So he will further walk in or walk out, and while he's walking, he will hit me again and step again and thrust again. So therefore, we need this system of shielding and up-shielding protected distance change. That's very, very rare in long pole fighting. Very less I see that people really teach this. Either they stand like this in front of each other and fight like this. So you do this also. So it's like this kind of fighting. I don't know, like maybe it's from the forms or something like this. That's why also in Xuanwu Gun form we have these kind of hooking, yeah. But then we have also the spear and the other side of the spear within the form, and we need to use all. Why we have this? Because the moment the guy doesn't play with me and he goes into spear, what should I do here? You use the spear. What should I do? I can block one, I can block two. This thing is over before I even know it's over. Yeah, even if, let's say I'm very fast, he just tricked me 1, 2, and you know, and I'm already stepped. Even though I can try to run into him, something that it is kamikaze. How to call this? Yeah, Selbstmord. Yeah, like suicide squad. Yeah. So therefore, he stands with spear. I need to have a spear position too. No matter left or right, I need this too. And then our main goal is going to his weak part. This is his back side. Instead of going to his strong side. Why? Because on here, he has the hits. He has the hits on my head and everything. He has all the hits. But here, he has only the back hit, but it's too weak. Why? Because his fingers are here open. When he's holding, look, you see, this is the weak side. If I use the same force to here, it's nothing. He will hold it. Look, because I hit into his hand. You understand? So therefore, it is the weak side where you want to go. And in order to not basically end up here, he got his tools. For example, you go to my weak side, outside, look, 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 look. One hand change, and then look, slowly, then we are back, slowly, back. Look, now I'm again in my strong side, you understand? Slowly, please. So, from here, he goes to the weak side. When I stay like this and try to come back here, he can make a change, hand change, one change, and then he got me. Also without a hand change, he got me, because this is my weak side, yeah? So once he goes to there, I do my change, look. And then, even though he comes on the side or on, you know, I have this protection, this shielding, you understand? And that is a very basic hand change game, yeah? Like this, like this. So the moment my stuff is slowly moved out, slow, I'm not leaving this here. I make my change, look, and then I have my shielding. And that is basically the secret how I can walk in and out through all 6 distances. Now look, I show you something. He has his protective position. Yes. In order to attack, go from distance 1 into distance 2, we have in the beginner level, we have 3 enters, very basic enters. I show them to you. Today is a giveaway day, yeah? Like, first enter is from here. Look, I'm in a distance, I can't reach his hand really, and he can't reach my hand. You see? So, I mean, we could, when we would do a little step, or when we would lean too much forward, but then my head would be too much. You know, that's why also in long pole fighting, it's like we want to be able to hit the, let's say for the hand now, yeah? I'm not doing this. I rather do a little angle step, look, an angle step, but stand upright, look, upright. When he swings there and back, he still can't hit me. While when I would do this, you understand? That's why this is the distance. 1. The stuffs and the long poles hit each other. In order to get to his hand, we use this 1, 2. Swing, and he can't hit me. Yeah? Again, look what's happening here. Is, I mean, this hit is just obligatory. You can do that or not. It's up to you. It's just the beginner. I mean, the game beginner. You know, that you start this game. So I hit, you roll under and control. You do an angle here, hit the hand, but don't go too close that he can reach you. That's enter number 1. And that's also a secret, not a secret, but a significant move, how to get into his distance 2, but stay for him in distance 1. Look, I'm in distance 1 here. Here we are in distance 1. So here, without leaning, I can't hit his hand and he can't hit my hand without leaning. Yeah. So even without the hit now, I just do the rolling here. I roll under. Now look, I do an angle 1, and I do just without leaning a hit. And he can't reach me. Why? Because I'm not staying here with my hand. Of course, then he could hit me. So that's why hit, and then I'm out of his level 2. Yeah? That's number 1. Number 3, just show, enter number 3. Now from here, I make some pressure. He pressures back, so means he has a pressure here, because he wants my weak side, I want his weak side. You see? So why? Because I just explained to you, we want to go to his weak side where the fingers here are open, and then attack from here. So that he doesn't want, so he will push back. So when he pushes back, I let him through, I do a little control and make this thrusting attack. Then swing, yeah? So wrong would be this. Thrust, hit. That would be wrong. You understand? So right is, I stay in distance 1, I let him go. Now I am distance 3 for a moment, but he is still distance 1. You understand? So that is enter number 3. One more time, enter 1, that you can see what's happening. 1, 2, 3, and enter 3. 1, 2, 3. This is enter 1 and 3. 2. Now it's another. It's on levels, high and low, or low high attacks. So that's why we don't go into that now. Now look, that is basically a little bit of checking your opponent. You are not really fighting the opponent here. Here, with the enters 1, 2, and 3, you are checking what's possible. But you are not really, how to say, ruling over his space. You understand? Because I still stay for him in distance 1. So, one more time that you know all 6 distances, what does those mean? Look, this stay just distance 1, distance 2, distance 3, distance 4, distance 5, distance 6. Very close. Between 1 and 2, the difference is in 1 I can't reach any part of his body, and distance 2 I can reach his hand, but that's only what I can reach. Distance 3 I can reach his body with the head, the tip of the long pole. Okay? This is distance 3. Distance 4, with the body of the long pole I can reach his body. Not only the tip, with the body. Distance 5, this is still 4 here. Look, this is 5. With the hook, short side hook, means my own elbow length, I can reach him. And 6 is very close, okay? These are the distances. So, in order to walk there, the enters are not enough. The enters are enough from 1 to 2. Look. Tap. Yeah? Or that is an enter just to open up the game. You understand? But in order to walk really in, let's say I go with enter 1, but he blocks the way. Look. Now he has my weak side. I do a change. Sorry, and then suddenly I'm almost, not really, but almost distance 5, almost. But I would be in distance 4, you see? The body of the stuff hits him. Now, just now we came from here and I did this. You know the reason I can hit him? You could say, but he can hit you. I do it one time wrong, you hit me, I hit you, look, boom. Yeah? But what's happening here is I'm not just hitting him. I'm using force, energy, sensitivity to lead his power out. It's already deflected now. You can't see it from this angle, but we're going to show it later. And here already I have the, you know, the body of the pole hitting him. Look, it's happening like this. From here, of course, he has force onto my head here. When he presses a little bit more, press. Now, I need to change. So if I don't do anything, look, it comes right down here. Look, you see this? Make the pressure. Keep the pressure, please. Keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it. You see? Keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it. So now it's on me using angles. Look, that's it. Little angle. And he's already out. And that is a very strong, powerful hit, because the moment he falls into some center of gravity, he gets hit. You understand? So one more time, enter 1, 1, you block it, I change, look. This is one example of distance 4. Distance 5. Look, boom, look, look, look. Yeah? No, it's okay, it's okay. So, slow motion, 1, 2, 3. Now look, I can also do this, 1, 2. Yeah? Then you also know for what these kind of movements are there. Yeah? When you use them, for what they're in the form. It's for deflecting through sensitivity the opponent's pole and going into some distances where he feels uncomfortable but you feel comfortable. Now look, often what I use is, maybe one step, sorry, is thrusting. From here, right thrusting. And he wants to deflect this. Again. And then walk in. Because this thrusting opens me the way. Why? Because he doesn't want to get stabbed. He wants to take this out. Now I'm open, but with the hand change, I'm shielded and protected. And from here, basically, I have again distance 4. Also an important thing, now you play with me, of course. He has also sensitivity. Yeah? So very slow. Look, 1, 2. I walk in, he has pressure. But now when I want to do this, he walks with me. Look, look, look. I'm not able, and then with the time he walks with circling or without circling out, so we are again in distance number 1. Yeah? One more time. So like here, look. Here I'm in. if he doesn't give me too much pressure, I cannot do much here. If he has just sensitivity, he will feel immediately the opening and go with me, you know, go with this side or with this side. You see this? He presses, and then with the time he will open up the distance, and then we are again in distance number 1. And that is basically the whole game. Going in and out all the time. What you maybe sometimes can't see, I go back again, slowly, very slow motion. If he just like this and walks in without the upshielding, boom, he's hit immediately. So no matter how fast I try this, he's just using a hand change and he's protected. You know? I mean, this was not fast now, but yeah, but he's protected. And now when I give him pressure, he got me. He can do anything. Look, boom. Yeah? Go with the other side, please. Yeah. 1, 2, look, boom. Yeah? One more time. Use the pressure, yeah? Yeah? Boom. Now use this one. You see this? Yes. You see how clear my stuff falls out, but his stuff really reaches, yeah, my neck. So, and that is calculation basically and sensitivity. So he uses this energy coming at him. One more time, please. So 1, 2. Now I feel that he wants to use it, yeah? Then I change, look. I change again, yeah? Or he comes with some force into me. Look, I can make a little that he corrects his action to downwards, correct? So I can't hit him. So then we must slowly go back, slowly, sensitivity, and go back to distance number 1, yeah? Yeah, when you hear this and watch this, it's very dry theory. It's like feeling when you spar and the first time, when you feel the first time how the guy has really the power and the ability to walk into your distance without getting hit you and walk out again without getting hit. Then you know what's this about, because then you feel basically why the long pole is one of the most dangerous weapons out there, yeah? Even without a spear head, it's still one of the most dangerous weapons, yeah?
There's another way how you can deal with your opponent when you do the sparring. There's one version, this is like Ismet explained already, that the both stuffs are touching each other so you can feel what your opponent wants to do. Another way is you have much more distance between each other, and just by his moving, how he uses his tip of the stuff, you already know how you can walk in, because he opens up himself. And when you do this in a sparring, you trap him for some times, and then you know how he will react, and then you use this immediately against him, you know.
Because the enters, basically, what I talked about, could be also openings for him to walk in without playing my enter game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, these enters are for the beginners now a thing to start with.
Yes.
Let's say enter 1, you don't do anything. Enter 1, look, I hit, he hits back, I come in, boom. It is an example.
Yes.
But when I'm about to hit, he can already roll under and shield up. Boom. And he's already in distance number 6, you understand? So this is what I think. This is what you mean. So
exactly.
This is one kind of sensitivity without the poles touching each other.
Yeah, because you know already how the opponent works, you know.
The thing, right?
Yes,
like
yes.
The mind sensitivity, basically. The mind senses your work. I want to hit you, and he's already in. Yeah. For that, of course, for me now, I must also be able to have that.
Yeah.
So also slow motion.
So actually it becomes like fencing, you know, with the long pole.
So he's running in. I also see, look. You see, this was now the same thing, and only at the distance 4 we touched basically the stuff, and it was not really sliding through, because he uses this sensitivity, how to call this? I mean, this is not sensitivity.
Like before touching you, yeah, it's already
without
there.
the touch, sensitivity without the touch, and I use this too, because I see his body and his
language,
space, how he feels his space, and for that I must do the same, and same he does it. Yeah, I want to change, he changes. Yeah, look, he changes. You see. So if he's stuck here and he doesn't change, already look, boom, boom, I'm in. So, but if he goes with this flow, look, he rolls with this, look, he rolls with this, he already has me before I can finish this move, what I plan to do.
Actually, also with the parry outside, inside, when we take this from the spear, there starts already the sensitivity, because one time we can, like, for example, I parry outside, I can hit it out, or I have control. I have already their contact, and from there I continue.
Maybe I make pressure. He feels this.
This is already my go into him.
You see this?
Yeah.
Or, for example, you let me out. Like he controls this thing. He controls. I make pressure. He lets me out, boop, and already can step in, because for that moment I'm not thinking much. My pole will open myself, because I think of protection. That's why I will use force. I mean, hopefully not, but most people will use force when the guy land, I want to bring it back. Yeah? I mean, in the ancient times, why the long spear and the long weapons were the first weapons for the soldiers. I didn't talk about the levels. We have within the 6 distances, one more time, distance 1, distance 2, distance 3, 4, still 4, 5, and 6 takedown distance. Within these 6 distances, we have the levels of ankle level, very low, here, for sweeps and cuts, yeah? Knee, hip, this is the 3rd, shoulder area, and the part of the face and head goes into that also, shoulder, and the last one is the top of the body, yeah, the head. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 levels where you can strategically plan, the drills of attacks and defenses, because protecting the knee will not help you when the guy attacks your ankle. Yeah, I mean, when you have a system where you think, okay, low, middle, high will be not enough, because low can be this, but it can be this. Yeah, it can be this. Yeah, everything from ankle, knee, just below the hip can be low. Middle, it's also not only this. Middle, we have 2 distances. One is the shoulder area, is the chest included, and the chin and up to the nose, stuff like this area. And then another distance, which strategically is completely different than this distance to attack, is the hip area. Yeah, where basically up to below the chest and the groin is included. Yeah. So therefore, the attacks, the precision of the attacks must be schooled very clearly and precisely in order to make this also visible in a fight. Yeah, it's one, of course, is the distances, how I can overcome the opponent's long range weapon and walk freely within these 6 distances. But within these 6 distances, how can I really reach those 5 levels that we have for attack? Yeah? He wanted to say something, but I didn't let him today. Okay, guys. It was just an introduction to our Xuanwu distance. Shenwu Gun means dark warrior stuff. Distancing. Why? Because the long pole really, this is the very first thing what I said, is not only for the long range. Yeah, one must be able to use this thing in every kind of range. But if you don't have the system, you will walk into hits. Yeah, if you just walk in without a proper plan, without a proper system of how to be protected from here to here, the guy will hit you 3 times within you do 1 step only. Yeah. So therefore, you must have a system that allows you strategically to move freely through these 6 distances. In order, can be just take the guy down and walk and go, or use the long distance, use the middle range, use the second to the third distance, you know, and so on. Like the freedom you must have. Of course, later you still have the choice to stay, let's say, in distance number 1, because it's strategically that moment. It depends on if this is a battle of many versus many, or if this is a duel 1 versus 1. Yeah, like the reasons change from situation to situation. But I think about spear, Norman in another video can tell you much more on keeping the distance. Even though the guy is running at you, want to really reach your distance, how to protect your long range distance, it's maybe something for another video, for another day. But today it was just important. There are people who want to cross your line, cross your long range distance, and you must be able with this long pole freely move in any kind of distance given. Yeah? Okay. Enough for today. The video is much too long, but it's okay. Peace out.